You step from the living room into the bedroom to grab your phone charger. You cross the threshold, and your mind goes entirely blank. You stand there staring at the bed, wondering what on earth you were looking for. In that moment, it feels like your own brain is hiding information from you. We naturally assume human memory is a perfect, objective record, a biological hard drive that continuously captures our reality without dropping a single detail. This diagram shows how sensory data actually moves through the brain. Instead of a continuous recording, the system is highly suggestible and constantly discarding entire blocks of data before they ever reach permanent storage. To understand what is actually happening behind the scenes, we have to divide these memory failures into two strict categories: deliberate system optimizations and external corruptions. Distinguishing an optimization from a corruption helps us see whether our memory is working as intended, or if it is being altered by factors outside our control. The brain processes our waking life in discrete episodes, much like individual scenes in a movie, rather than one long continuous feed. This floor plan illustrates the spatial boundary wipe. Watch this data node move towards a threshold. Crossing the doorway forces the brain to close out the episode and register a new context. It intentionally dumps its short-term memory cache to keep the system efficient. This space clearing protocol explains why you can recite every lyric to a pop song from 2005, but you draw a complete blank on what you ate for lunch yesterday. Your system runs a strict sorting algorithm. It prioritizes incoming data based on deep emotion, novelty, and heavy repetition. This chart visualizes the calculation. A middle school memory attached to a highly emotional time and reinforced by hearing a song hundreds of times heavily outweighs the plain, untagged data of a standard turkey sandwich. Because that sandwich lacks emotional markers, the sorting algorithm deliberately blocks it from long-term storage to conserve capacity for more significant information. Losing a minor detail or forgetting why you walked into a room means your system is executing its intended filtering protocols. It is keeping you functional by dropping what doesn't matter. However, the system has vulnerabilities. While internal optimizations protect your cognitive load, external bugs can interfere with the accuracy of your recall. The primary psychological vulnerability is suggestibility. Because the brain is constantly updating its records, it is susceptible to influence from others. You see this during conflicts when someone employs selective memory. You recall an argument clearly, but the other person confidently denies it ever happened. This diagram shows what happens when that confident denial introduces doubt. The external narrative can overwrite your internal track, causing the brain to rewrite its own history to align with the outside information. Beyond psychological interference, we also introduce direct biological disruption through the substances we consume. Prescription sedatives like benzodiazepines help manage anxiety, but as they take effect, they scramble the brain's physical filing system, preventing new memories from forming correctly. Regular cannabis consumption creates a quieter, cumulative degradation. Over time, it can erode the physical pathways responsible for holding short-term thoughts intact. And alcohol disrupts how your internal neural network communicates with itself. This creates complete, unrecoverable data blockages, the gaps that leave you waking up to a foggy morning. Unlike the brain's internal optimizations, interpersonal manipulation and chemical disruptions represent external interferences that directly hinder how we record and recover the facts of our lives. Our memory is not an unshakable video recording, but rather a highly editable, fluid workspace, constantly juggling data. Those everyday spatial forgetfulness moments should be forgiven. They are signs of efficient management, the brain's way of clearing out the clutter. But because the system is designed to be flexible, we must stay aware of its inherent malleability. Understanding the difference between a natural system filter and an external influence is how you ensure that your record of the past remains accurate and your own.